Hey, it's Don with Uniquely-DOUBLEBEE. I'm in a different shirt, different haircut, but this big girl back here, I got a video I'm going to show you for entertainment, and it's got some good products in it, but I shined her up. Basically put 3 coats of shine on her with different products and layered it up to get her ready to do some more road trip traveling across the United States. Lasts about another 6 to 8 months. So I'm gonna go ahead and kick off this video, and I'll link all the products in the description. But hope you enjoy. Give your truck a little love too. Make her happy. Roll tape. Fanny's gonna get a facelift. Woohoo! Or at least a little bit better makeup. Let's make her shiny. All my products used today in the description. I've always loved Meguiars. They've just made insanely good products. I've tried Mothers, I've tried Turtle Wax, some others. Now Mothers, I like their stuff for chrome finish work. I won't be doing that today, but today I'm just clay barring. I'm gonna put a polish, a Meguiars polish, and then a Meguiars wax on top of all this big girl right here. So this got done with the back end, and just this panel alone, right in here where my exhaust is, of course, I'm pulling off some serious gunk. So yeah, this is a excellent process. Got that, got the tailgate done, rear bumper, and this panel done just with clay bar so far, and the roof. But I'm gonna press on. Had to get that part because the sun was starting to come back out. I got the rest to work on here. More to follow. All right, I finished up the hold on, let me get this thing out of the sun. I got the whole rear end here clay barred, and it's pulling dirt off like nobody's business. So I gotta knead this back around, get it ready for start the doors, get those clay barred. Problem is in the kit that you get from Walmart is where I got the kit. They give you this little, how many ounces is this? 16 fluid ounces. If you got a big dually like me with an 8-foot bed, this covered the roof and the whole rear end. That's it. So I had to run to the store, and I'm getting another one going here shortly after I polish off the last little bit, and we'll move on from there. For these kits, you just got to buy extra if you're gonna be doing this kind of stuff. So, all right, let me get this camera repositioned. There, that should work. I gotta keep checking to make sure I got my microphone working. I have a tendency to let this lavalier microphone run down. What I love about clay bar is that, I know you can't express it on film, but when you're pulling off dirt, it's like a grit feeling on this clay, and you can just feel the dirt being pulled off. Try to use little circles, and yeah, it doesn't say it anywhere, but I tend to do my glass, then I have a process that I come back over. I think a lot of people use wax and different polishes for their glass as well, but I'm not going for a, auto competition for most shined. Right now I'm just trying to get it ready to go back on the road and deal with all the elements, because that's full-time RVers, and then I'm getting ready to start a new job in RV transporting. I'm gonna be in all kinds of weather, and that bottle's empty. So there you go. Just trying to get another 6 months out of this clean job. That way I can run it through car washes and stuff out there on the road to keep it clean. I found if your vehicle or your clothes, I know I'm kind of in work clothes right now, but if you're out and about, the biggest thing I learned in the military, especially as a naval officer, You always check yourself before you check the troops. And you always check yourself before you address anything and anybody or go into business. You want to be clean, clean, clean. Because the first impression is everything. And first impression means if I see you come in, say for an interview, and you got clean shoes on, clean clothes, your hair's neat, everything about you is clean, that's already 80% of the job. I know you're a person who's big into attention to detail. So, if you take care of yourself, you can take care of others easily. You can take care of your vehicles, like this is a 2014. I got a 2006 that looks just as good as this one, because you just constantly keep them clean, interior and exterior, and you always keep up with the routine maintenance. So, that's just my little tip of the day, but you can just be like, who cares what you think, Don? Just shine up your damn truck. That's what I'm here for. So, oh yeah, I can feel this grit coming off. Yeah. Keep kneading it around. Door is dirty. Feel it. I can feel it. Oh yeah, good stuff coming off there. I wish there was a lot of dually auto washes out there. I have this little town in Lavernia, Texas. In Lavernia, they got this one that's specific for dualies, because all the farm guys got dualies, and man, you go in there and you get good auto wash. I mean, you have to dry it yourself and all that, but spend your $20. It comes out pretty clean. But it's built for dualies. If you've been to one that is built for dualies out there, leave it in the comments. I'm out there on the road a lot. Other people are out there on the road a lot. You can just say where it's located. That'd be great. I know when I was stationed, well, I wasn't stationed in California. When I deployed out of there, Fort Hueneme, there was a car wash out there in Oxnard that was built for dualies that all of our troops went to. And that was pretty cool for California. I mean, now they're probably anti-dualies. I don't know. I think they're getting anti-camper, but who's to say? Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, yummy. All right. I think I'm gonna shut the camera off to get some progress on this, but y'all get the gist. I'm just gonna go around, hit the next doors. I gotta get the hood, front windshield on the other side. But I'll see you when I get ready for the next step. Of course, getting pinged by a weather bug that storms are rolling in, and you know the big girl doesn't fit in the garage, so we're gonna have to get my polish and get after this real quick, and then we'll move on from there. But got this side of the cab done on clay bar, already looking pretty spiffy before I even do the polish and the wax. All right, let me get busy on this tail end of big old Fanny girl here. And it's kind of hard to see, but the reflection is starting to really show the cleanliness. But got thunder booming here, and trying to get this back end of the whole rear here done before the storm comes in. But I just applied 2 coats of this, and now I'm going to move on to Meguiars top coat. It's like a clear seal, so I'll get those going. All right, let's keep going because the rain is a-coming. Thanks. Well, got that coat on. It's still got the sealer and the main wax to go on, but decided that it should rain while I'm trying to do this. The good thing is that I'm going to be able to see where it's beating up, and I missed, if I missed, but at least the tail end of her is looking good. You can see me real good in the shine. All right, well, get on to the main cab here while it's raining, and keep you updated on the progress. So the rain stopped, so I went back to the rear here. Got one coat of Meguiars wax. Let me get that bottle here. But you apply it, get a nice haze going on it, and you let it sit for 5 minutes, it says, unless you're in direct sunlight, but I'm not. So just let it haze up. There's this stuff right here. It comes with its own sponge, so apply that. So I apply that. Comes with its own sponge. I don't know if you heard me, I had my microphone covered up. Doggone it. But about ready to buff this off, and they give a microfiber towel that's special for their stuff. And so I'm gonna buff that off. But I did a coat on the roof of the CMX ceramic 3-in-1 polishing coat. I did that, buffed that off. Then I put that Meguiars wax, and then I put a sealer on top of that. And I even did the moon roof, and quite shiny. When we get it outside in the sunlight, it'll be spectacular, I hope. But the sealer is not over here. Hold on. Must have passed it. Stuff laying all over the garage. Okay, so the ceramic sealer is this cerakote, cerakote, however you want to say it. Got that, and basically what you do is you mist it on there. Use one of their towels, which I have this one, so just brush it in one direction until it's evenly coated, and then take their second towel and you buff it off. And then it's supposed to, over 2 hours time, slowly get shinier and shinier. So we'll see. But it coated the windows nice too. I don't know if it was supposed to, but it worked out on a small spot, so I just went ahead with it. All right, let me get it all just buffed off, and then I'm gonna put that Cerakote on here and get the whole rear end complete. And then I got the side panels, the hood, and the other side panel to do all 3 parts. So we got a little bit more to go. Well, got all the coats on the rear of the truck, and it's awesome seeing perfect reflection like that inside your paint. So going well so far. Oh, let me get my big fat finger out of the freaking camera. Anyway, got more, it's like more clouds forming, so yep, of course now it's raining again. Got all that back on there in time, but I do like the reflective quality. Got the roof done. Time to get working on the rest of the truck. All right, let's get going. Well, about done with the first coat of wax on the cab. Well, the polish wax with a little bit of ceramic in it. Oh, hey. What's up, Whoops? What's up, Toby? What you doing, buddy? Our neighbor's dog just dropping by. Hey, buddy. He's a big doodle. What are you doing? Okay. Here, you gotta go out. Let me do this. finishing her up. Putting the Cerakote, last rub here. Then my big girl here, she will be happy as a clam. She's probably had 3 big O's having rubbed on her all day like this, but she deserves it because she's a workhorse. All right, down to the last little bit here. Then supposedly in 2 hours, she'll just get shinier from this Cerakote. All right, there we go. So basically, clay bar, then I did coat of the ceramic, which is a 3-in-1 polish and coat. Then I did this ultimate, oh no, that's a quick detailer. Did the wax, I already pointed that out. And then I did that Cerakote. So that's all she wrote. I'll get her out in the sun and take a few pictures and highlight them in the video. But it's just a fun video just to show. But if you got any questions, just let me know in the comments. And if you got any suggestions, throw them in the comments as well. These products are pretty amazing so far, easy to work with. I mean, it's a lot of muscle work, especially without a buffing machine. And that's all I got to say about that. Y'all have a good day, and I hope you use these products. I'll put them in my Amazon store as well, and I'll put links in the description for that. But y'all have a good day. Don with UniquelyDOUBLEBEE. Don with UniquelyDOUBLEBEE out.